The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Empowered women are defined as those who have taken control of their lives, have a strong sense of self-worth, and are actively pursuing their goals and dreams. There are many celebrities who have become symbols of empowerment for women, inspiring them to strive for success and equality. One example is the singer Beyoncé. She is known for her powerful music and message of female empowerment, and she has also used her platform to advocate for women's rights and equality. Another woman is tennis player Serena Williams. She has broken numerous records in her sport, whilst also using her platform to defend equal pay and opportunities for women in sports. In 2019, her husband Alexis Ohanian, who is co-founder of the website Reddit, shared to Glamour magazine how they managed to make their relationship work with her busy schedule. According to Ohanian, they used a planning method so that they could see more of each other often. At the start of every year, Serena and I map out our schedules so that ideally, there isn't more than a week that we go without seeing each other. He explained, I brought Google Calendar into her world so we could see each other's schedules at any time. Even with a young daughter, Serena didn't want to retire from playing. But in 2022, she announced that she was leaving professional tennis. I'm here to tell you that I'm evolving away from tennis toward other things that are important to me. Since then, Serena hasn't played professionally, but always keeps the possibility open that this may happen one day. Actress Priyanka Chopra and her husband Nick Jonas have a different approach to deal with their busy schedules. The actress, model, singer, philanthropist, and UNICEF ambassador was named one of Time magazine's 100 most influential people in 2016. Married to singer Nick Jonas, she explained in 2021 during an interview with Elle magazine how they try to maintain a bit of normalcy in their relationship. Wherever we are in the world, we fly to each other at least once a month for a couple of days. She seems to be fine with seeing her husband Jonas every 3 weeks. And she also added, we have individual careers and achievements that we are both very proud of. We come together and we stand apart individually. The couple have been married since 2018. It is important to emphasize that the empowered woman does not always manage to achieve a blossoming relationship. Being independent and successful in her career could have contributed to the breakup of Jennifer Aniston's second marriage to actor Justin Theroux. The actress is known for her independence and strong work ethic. Some reports suggest that a possible reason for her breakup with the actor is that Theroux struggled to adapt to Aniston's busy career and lifestyle, as he was more about living a quiet life. The couple began dating in 2011, were married in 2015, and became divorced in 2018. Could being an empowered woman potentially create problems in a relationship? This is what you'll find out on tonight's program. Stay tuned.
So, we see nowadays that women are getting more empowered, which is not a bad thing. Okay? They are having their careers, success. But how much of this is affecting the marriage, the families? Okay? And what do men think about all this? Do men like empowered women, or do men run away from empowered women? What do you think? You at home, what do you think?
In a world of empowered women, are men out of place?
Is it being too much? Is it being too much that men is out of place? In other words, women are taking the place of a man.
Yeah, they're taking the role, and then men, they feel intimidated. They don't know what their role is.
Yeah.
And as you were saying, there's a lot of single women today. Relationships are not being formed because they're both out of their places. So things are not working naturally like they used to.
Yeah, and I think it starts with the lie that women don't need men. So many mothers, because they never achieved anything, they tell their daughter, look, I never had anything. I always depend on your father. I never had any condition, but you're going to be different.
Yeah.
Pay attention to me. You don't need no man.
Yeah, that's what my mom used to tell me.
Your mommy should tell you that.
Yeah. It's like she programmed me to be independent, to be strong. In their view, it's being strong, you know. You go out there, you don't need any man, you don't need anyone.
And that's too much. And that's a
Yeah.
lie. You don't need no man who will abuse you,
Yeah.
who will treat you badly, who will, beat you up, who will undervalue you. That kind of man you don't need. But men and women, we need each other.
We need each other.
Yes.
And when there's a marriage, when we know our roles and we're not into either extremes, it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing.
Out there, let's see what's the word on the streets about this topic. We'll be right back.
So today we're taken to the streets to find out what the public think about empowered women. Now, what is an empowered woman? What causes someone to be empowered? And what effect does this cause in the relationship? Let's find out what the word in the street is today. Do you consider yourself an empowered woman? If so, why?
Hell yes, because I feel really independent and sovereign as a being and not dependable on anyone.
An empowered woman is a woman that's able to pick herself up when she's down each time, no matter what the circumstances are, regarding relationship or not. As long as you get back up again, that's an empowered woman.
An empowered woman is a woman who does what she wants, is able to live the life she wants to live. I think I'm an empowered woman because I have just lived according to what I feel I want to live, and I've kind of tried to knock down obstacles as they've come my way and find a way around them, and I'm always learning and I'm always trying to, make things better, I don't know.
Someone that's in control of their own decisions, not afraid to kind of make those decisions in an environment which is surrounded by, I guess, with a lot of men in it, has a truer identity of who they are.
Do you think men today are afraid to approach an empowered woman? If so, why do you think that is?
Yeah, I do, and I really have a lot of empathy for men at the moment because can't always get it right. But yeah, it's hard to approach anyone. And actually, if you've got an empowered woman, we'll be doing the approaching.
Maybe they just don't know enough about women who are like that, or they might feel a bit daunted, but I do know a lot of men who aren't afraid. So I think it depends. I'm not someone that would just put down all men, because I think, there's goodness out there. I think there are people with open-minded attitudes.
I don't know if it's men are afraid to approach empowered women. I think there's an attitude towards it, that's a narrative. Obviously, over the last 5 years, I think people that are maybe afraid to do that are probably lacking in how to actually communicate with people in general, not just women. I think that comes from yourself more than anything as well.
Have you ever taken initiative to approach a guy? And if so, how was that?
All the time. It's good, it's great. And do you know what? They're really relieved.
Yeah, I've taken initiative. I think it's good. I think it's fine. I think guys like that. I don't think it's an issue really. But I do think that guys like girls who are not that bothered by them, are quite happy doing their thing. You've got to it's a mixture between taking initiative and also not being too bothered either.
Well, I've approached the guy that was when I was younger. I was 16 and basically was very shy, but I really liked him. And I told him that I really like you. And it was he did respond well. And we got into a relationship, but it didn't last for long. It was just first time love. And that was it.
And would you have the courage to relate with or even marry an empowered woman?
I would say I'm in a relationship with one, so yeah, that's absolutely the case. I think a lot of people they might see that as a bit of a reflection on themselves. So instead of kind of trying to, I guess, sell them short, they need to deal with their own issues first. So I think it's a level of reflection on that. So yeah, no, absolutely would see myself with that.
So you've heard what the public had to say when it comes to empowered women. And what about you? What do you think about this topic? For more, tune in tonight to the Love Talk Show at 11 p.m. on Liberty Radio.
Are some empowered women putting men down? And with this, their chances of having a healthy relationship? What do you think, Mila?
Most definitely. This is happening more and more.
Some woman said that men actually like that she does the approach, right?
They're relieved, right?
Yeah, but I think that even an empowered woman, Mila, she would appreciate if the man would take the lead.
Yeah.
Because it's within her nature. And a man who has a woman who always takes the lead, he feels less than a man.
Yeah, what happens nowadays is that women are impatient. They're very impatient. So if the man takes a bit long to approach or to do something, this happens in marriage, so the woman feels like, oh, I need to go and I need to get it done. He's no good. He's taking too long. And they're not allowing their partners to fulfill their role, to lead, right? And this is causing lots of marriage problems,
Relationships where one feels superior to the other tend to end.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Okay? So we need each other. Okay? Even a man who has power, who is the leader, he can never feel that he doesn't need his wife or he's superior than his wife. That's not the case. These are different roles, but no one is superior. Because if the man also, Mila, if the man, he is so powerful, let's say, that he becomes sexist, he says, I don't need you, you are nothing, or that he abuses his wife.
Yeah, sometimes it's emotional abuse, like you can't speak, can't have an opinion. We see a
That's
lot
too much as well.
of that.
That's too much power.
You're both in a team.
That's an excess as well. An excess. So I think that we need to understand we have different roles.
Yes.
But we are equals. No one is superior to the other. We both need each other.
Yeah.
I need my wife and she needs me. And it's okay to recognize this.
Yeah, and it's important to say that not being an empowered woman doesn't mean that you are weak. There's two different types of things. You can be a strong woman without having this empowered mentality.
Men feel insecure around empowered women. Men run away from empowered women. You cannot deal with them,
Yeah,
and Mila, start noting this, okay? Start noting this. All these empowered women, they're all singles. Check it out. Go down the streets and ask the same women, those who are empowered, if they have a partner. Of course they don't. They end up alone, and they will end up alone. Because men don't like that. They run away from it. Okay? So friends, all comes down to, balance.
Yes.
Okay? All the extremities are very dangerous. Okay? So for a woman, you need to be strong, but not empowered, like the world says. Okay? Be strong to the point of supporting your husband.
Yes.
Strengthen your husband. Being there for him. But not empowered to the point of you being independent and free. I don't need no man. This is very...
my own decisions, or being weak.
This is very toxic. And also for men, let me give an advice here for men. Don't be sexist. No, I have too much power. You have no say. Be quiet. You are a woman. You are less than me. That's being sexist.
Imagine if Jesus treated the church like that. Right?
No, I can't see that. There's no way. It's impossible.
Jesus gave his life for the church, so the man gave his life for the women.
And Jesus never treated women in this way, right? In a time 2,000 years ago, the women was worth nothing. Jesus still valued them, and also men, don't go to the other extreme of being weak, being shy. Take your place. Take the lead. Be what God created you to be. But don't go to the extreme of becoming sexist. So balance is everything, right?
And when you're a husband, men, when you take your role of being the leader, that becomes very attractive to the women. It's a very attractive thing because it's like, wow, he's the man. He got this. He takes care of me.
Yeah.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.